I'm Will, he, him, and I play Moxie, she, her.
I'm Sarah, she, her, and I play Freya, she, her.
I'm Steve, he, him, and I play Aura, he, him.
I'm Imi, she, her, and I play Amaya, she, her.
I'm Mike, he, him, and I'm playing Eugene Bannatyne, he, him.
I'm Ruthie, she, they, and I play Sentinel/Jax, they, them.
I'm Charlie, he, him, and I'm your DM. Is it annoying you?
That's fine.
Okay, because I'll lean over like this when I'm commenting. But
Try and be cool there. I'm not a regular DM, I'm a cool DM.
hey.
Hello,
Now you've gone too far, now you're a bit
You can't see, but he's actually sitting backwards on the chair.
You guys stormed a cave with an opal archway in it, and you went there to stop Dolan Crispine from completing some kind of ritual, opening the archway to a burrowings world and going beyond to find relics that he would then use to make himself immortal. You cottoned onto this pretty quick when you were in Del Nori. That you first heard whispers of him on one of your early jobs, and then you bumped into him in the maze market, where Sentinel offered the ex-alchemist their blood.
It really did get real crazy real quick.
Yeah.
And then we immediately ignored that problem.
Yeah. But it became clear that this man's exploits went deeper than just the maze market. After you saw the Touch Lotus robbing the Artificers Guild of a load of supplies, you heard whispers of Dolan meeting them when you actually found their base underneath the fossiled church beneath the house in Skur Street. And all these things came together. You decided you needed to finish him off, or at least halt his plans, and that is what you did. So you descended into the cave with a bomb, an alchemical bomb, and a plan, and it kind of worked.
We had a plan?
Well,
We did not have a plan.
There was a
That's
lot of
the first
planning.
note.
That was the plan.
Yeah, there was a lot of planning. But you went down there with two skellies raised from the dead, and you blew up a lot of stuff. Ironically, not the archway, but you killed no Touch Lotus other than possibly Fenrith, the leader, who was thrown into the river, the underground river, and disappeared down those tunnels somewhere.
Sorry.
Never to be seen again.
Correction, he wasn't thrown in there, he was placed unwillingly.
Yeah, he was unwillingly placed via a teleportation spell.
He's returned to where he belonged.
And yeah, you, Amaya, with Murmur, you connected in some way to the shiver that was buried in Dolan's chest, and that did something to him. And in that moment, the rest of you piled in. I think the killing blow was Freya's, and he fell. But the archway was flickering and going crazy. And as the ritual came to an end, this massive creature of tentacles and barbs came through, and ensued this chaotic fight where the Touch Lotus were convinced by Sentinel's words, and effectively
Calamari time.
Okay, fuck. And everyone attacked this massive creature, and so and you killed it. And when the dust settled, more words were shared between the Touch Lotus and you guys, and a kind of agreement was set. I think that they're waiting. They're gonna regroup, as it were. And you all went together back to the Night Mountain, where you shared news of the exploits with Mordarin, and you bathed.
Oh, we did. Very important.
Very important bathing session with
All
Eugene.
together, everyone in together.
Yeah, Eugene now reeks of cloves and all sorts. Completely drained the supply of essential oils.
I smell amazing.
No, you do that.
And lastly, and lastly, Sentinel messaged Kaz, and Kaz, you had a brief conversation and she seemed to be nervous, and she told Sentinel about something that she'd heard, and that was that Julian had been going crazy and he'd been digging graves supposedly for Royce, but she found out that he'd also uncovered Ansel's grave and that it was reportedly empty. I think as we go into that moment, I think it's around afternoon at this point.
We've had breakfast.
You've eaten, you've eaten, you bathed, you've kind of
breakfast.
chilled out. It's probably mid-late afternoon at this point. And go.
We leveled up, didn't we?
Oh, of course. Hold on. You haven't leveled up.
I was going to say.
We level up after a long rest.
Yes, so after the next long rest, you will level up. But I'm
Can
sure
we
it's going to sleep
immediately
now.
have a long rest? Can I finish this conversation about our fucking brother's corpse?
Can we do our bit first?
No, he's going to sleep.
I'm going to bed. I'm just sat in a chair asleep.
So when you level up when you sleep. But
Oh yeah, sorry, Kaz. Can you tell me about this Norman again?
It's 2:30 in the afternoon.
Okay, yes, I immediately grab the book and start writing, what the fuck do you mean Ansel's not there? And then Kaz doesn't reply, does she?
Nothing happened. That's not how that works.
Your book is broken.
No,
Fix it.
I will fix it. What did you write?
What the fuck do you mean Ansel's?
What the fuck do you mean Ansel's not there?
I didn't see it myself when they opened it, but his body wasn't there when I looked, and I don't see any reason why they would remove it. If I'm being honest, it didn't look like, not to come across as, it didn't look like there was a body in there ever. It was clean.
We were there. We watched them put it in the fucking ground. What? This is the worst question. What are the death rituals that happen in Dustmere? Please explain to me.
Well, normal people would probably be cremated, or there are carts that would take them into the desert and they just bury them in places. Because the
Britash, you're
city's,
dead.
yeah, because the city's small.
Love being rich.
And there's not really only like rich people in the Grand would be buried in their houses, graveyards, like Ansel was, and other people, if they're of note and they want to be buried in Dustmere, it would be at one of the churches around there.
Did we see the body?
Yeah, there was nothing odd about his funeral.
No, that's not what I'm asking. Did I see his dead body?
Yes.
He was a corpse.
Yeah.
I saw the fucking corpse. I tell guys I saw the fucking corpse.
I think she was there probably as well, right? So
Possibly. I don't know.
it's up to you.
Probably not. She probably
Okay.
just heard about it.
Yeah, then she's like, yeah, I don't know what to say other than that this is probably enough to send him round the bend, and
You think?
yeah. Sorry to do it like this. I would have rather have done it in person, but I felt like it was probably urgent enough.
Yeah. You said he was digging graves, plural.
There was one other, which is, I'm assuming, the one that he was calling Royce's. There's no plaque yet, but it's probably coming.
Oh, okay, so he'd only done Royce's and he'd dug up another one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that makes me feel slightly better.
Maybe, he just thinks he can turn you around still. There's hope for the family. Question mark.
I mean, he still thinks you're dead. We don't think he saw you.
Yeah, that's a relief.
Baby sister.
Well, I'll let this sink in, I guess. I'm here if you need to talk.
I mean, please get out.
I'm
Now.
making arrangements.
Thank you.
Yes. Although I did message Florian. He doesn't seem keen. I'm not sure if he's being difficult or what, but I know he's near you, so maybe speak to him about...
He's not keen on coming to pick you up.
No,
I mean, fine.
but I can make other arrangements. Just thought I'd let you know. I will be coming by boat if and when I do leave.
Good, because that'll be like, what, quarter of the time.
Yeah, much quicker than by carriage. Yeah. I think it took you guys a week, but yeah.
5 days. How long's a week?
I'll keep you updated. Stay safe, I guess.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you too.
You guys are on your own in the booth. It stinks of Eugene.
This is a bit much.
I've sat myself right in the middle of everyone as well.
Could you prestidigitate Eugene?
Yes, of course I can.
Thank you so much.
I'm assuming that you guys would have. I'm assuming that you guys would have seen
Don't
the
you like it too, Amaya?
You guys would have seen the outburst as well.
Oh, okay.
They're not.
No, we were just doing it very, very calmly, like right, so completely like deadpan. What the fuck?
Is everything cool?
No. Do you have any sending spells?
Or scrying.
Not
Or a
today.
or a commune?
We've got those 2 sending.
Does anyone
Stole.
mind if I use a sending stick and well, we've got 2 left, I'll buy a new one.
Who else do we need to talk to?
Ilram.
Oh yeah, we do need to say. I take one of them.
Shit.
We should probably tell him that
About
like
the
they
disciple.
created a graven and all that shit.
Nah.
Nah,
He doesn't
I
need to
take
know.
I rip a little piece of paper off, not from like my Farscribe page, and like write Ilrand on it and tie it around one of the
Reserved.
sending sticks.
How the hell do we fill him in like 25 words?
Shit's gone bad. Get him out.
Shit.
I still don't think I like those guys, by the way.
Jokes on us, Ilram spells.
Yeah, your knowledge of the Apatheos are like
It's not good.
they're like it's like a very imposing religious police force.
Yeah, they're...
Jehovah's Witnesses. you do.
Okay.
Go
for it, take it. Yeah.
Snap his only stick, thinking of answering, what the fuck are you?
Does anyone have a sending spell where I'll look it up?
You have sending in your...
I do.
Spending.
It can work across planes, but there's a chance of
I want to know
fails.
the percentage chance.
You send a short message, 25 words or less, to a creature with which you're familiar. A creature hears his message in his mind, recognises you as the sender. Send a message across any distance, even to other planes of existence, but if the target is on another plane than you, there's a 5% chance that the message doesn't
Only
arrive.
5%.
That's surprisingly low.
Okay,
Yeah.
roll a percentile, please.
No. Yeah, easy. Done.
Okay.
That's 94.
So what did you say? What?
Where the fuck are you?
You wait.
This is Jacqueline.
No! He's gonna know my rage.
You wait. You don't hear anything. Just silence.
Maybe he's asleep right now.
Maybe it's
nighttime.
Think about breaking the other.
Silent world. It's time to
Wake up.
Could his body have been removed between you seeing his body and then burying him? Could they
I mean, it
have
sounds like-
stolen his...
It sounds like he never went into the fucking ground. He never went into the coffin. So at some point between, it was about 5 days from when he died to his funeral. Some point between that point, those 2 points.
Someone stole Ansel.
Question. I might not know this. Do revenants exist in this world?
roll a. I guess that would be a history check.
Absolutely not. That's an 11.
Not that you're aware of. You know that there's like superstition around ghosts. But
I thought you were going to say goats.
There's so many
Goddamn
ghost
goats.
superstitions. It's fucking ghosts.
okay. So, what are you guys going to do with the rest of the afternoon? I think I said that we would count this as one of your 5 days, but I wouldn't take it off of your downtime activities if you wanted to do something that required a full 5 days.
Has everyone seen the memory from the memory ring?
Yeah.
Has everyone who's seen it, who wanted to see it, seen it?
I don't want to see it. I guess we've
It's
just
really
passed it
cool.
around.
It's almost like quite a buzz.
I don't know, it sounds scary.
Did you make me smell better?
Yeah.
Just like turn it down a bit.
Just like
yeah.
Actually, yeah. We'll
Turn it
turn.
down.
No, you smell the same, but you're just less.
It was 11, now it's like 6.
No, it's a 3.
Oh.
We can be in the room with you. Yeah.
I'll pass out cool shot to everyone else as well.
Casually throw some cool shards on the table.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's the point. Might as well just divvy up any treasure, any money via the coil stones. And I know that there were some magic items that whether or not you guys know who they belong to, etc. And then, or we can do it, throughout the week.
Might be useful. It's useful. Small spells.
Or you can share them. Sharing's fun.
Right,
If
Dad.
can I borrow the memory ring to do? We can, when Moxie casts Speak with Dead, we can see him speaking, right? Because we could see
Yes, it was his full body.
because it's his full body. It's only if there's no head. So we straight up saw Dolan talking to Arena.
Yeah.
Cool. Does anyone mind if I can give it back after I've shown Mordrin, but I need to tape over this memory.
Don't you need to attune to it in order to change the memory?
Yeah, but it'll take attuning's an hour, so I can go and do that for an hour and then drop the memory in there and then.
Can someone really quickly remind me what the memory was?
It was
It was like the people were standing around the archway, and then they went through the archway, and I think Chrysophane was there, and then
Zephyr was the only two people we could see.
There was like scary running and stuff, and then Chrysophane came back.
People got
It is
gone.
ours. It is deliverance.
and you guys saw. If someone wants to take notes, if someone was to say be in experiencing the memory and write it down and take an hour,
I wouldn't mind doing that.
Because then I'll just basically, if you ever want it, I can just relay again.
I don't mind doing that as part of then attuning to it and saving the memory over.
Okay, because one of the only other thing that was kind of significant, other than running through the whole thing again, was that just before Zephyr killed them, was that he found effectively a melted doorway in the burrowings, and behind it was this massive tower in a room without a ceiling, and it was in this kind of black space.
Broken, something about being broken by force.
Yes.
Caustic one.
Yeah.
Great asymmetrical opening melted into a doorway, hundreds of feet high, and behind it was a tower. Over the door and melted was some kind of circular plate made of weaving silver vines, and the tower beyond it was ethereal, and above it stretched out an eternal void. That was it.
I've written all that down, don't worry.
Okay.
So unless there's anything we want to do as a group now, I'm going to fuck off into the house.
Cool. Sounds good.
I want to do one thing when I go into the house. Some fucking shenanigans.
Okay.
But it's stuck with me and it's really bugging me. Because when we were talking up to Zeal and he was like, it's our home and it's your home too. I would like to see if I can make a change in the Soul House in going.
Okay.
Only small. I just want to see if I can do it. What colour are the bed sheets?
Grey.
I'm changing blue.
Cool.
Can I do that?
Are you there now then?
I'm
So
gonna
you've
go
bamped
in, yeah.
Okay. So you guys see Sentinel Bamf.
Take my necklace. Just hold on to my choker. Don't leave me. Don't leave me here.
Yeah, choker falls on the table. You can try. So
I try.
Roll a charisma check, please.
Chat charisma. Damn.
That's good. Oh, that's a good one.
It's not 20.
Very nice. You focus on the bed sheets. You've seen the Enigmora change the place significantly once now when you made a balcony. And you focus on it, it takes you a minute, and then there's a kind of snap in your mind, and a corner of the bed sheets, as though someone's dropped a bit of ink on it, just goes blue and stops.
Fucking sick. Alright, cool. I just wanted to see if I could do it. I'm going to transcribe the memory and then attune to it and then record my memory.
Okay, so...
I hope it's not a curse.
So you're attuning to the ring.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You have the memory written down, so for further reference, the way that it works is you can effectively record a memory on it. I don't think there was anything else on there. I don't believe. No. So you can store a memory on there and it won't fade over any period of time.
But I can show it to other people.
You can indeed. So
Sorry, if you remembered the memory, could you re-record the old memory back?
Yes, but it would be all distorted, like rewrite, like re-remembering a memory. So the first memory is clean, like recording this one of Dolan speaking would be clean. When you watched it, if everyone passed it around, it still had this strangeness to it, which was represented by where that person was looking and their memory of the event. So some things were a bit blurred, like the faces of some of the people.
Could you alter the memory? So if you thought hard enough thinking, this actually happened.
Maybe.
Not saying we want to do it now, just in the future we want to mess around.
Spell alter memory.
I deliberately remember a bit where Irina goes, yes, my beloved son who I will soon murder. No, I don't.
Okay, so that's going on. Let's quickly go around and maybe I'll go to you last, Freya, if you're still thinking. Just let me know what you want to spend your downtime on. Let's go first.
Shall I go? I'll go around. I just want to earn some gold.
Okay.
And I'll just talk to Murmur each evening, but I don't need to go through any of that. I just want to work for 4 days. Please and thank you.
You can work with the full. I'm saying you guys have got 5 days, so
just tell me how much gold that I can earn.
Cool. Okay, so you're working for 5 days. Nice. Last.
What sort of time is it in the afternoon at the moment, roughly?
2ish.
Cool. So the Alchemy Guild, still open.
It is absolutely open. Yes, you've never been there.
It's a Saturday.
Yeah, I want to go into my room, get dressed into my alchemy garb.
Very nice.
And then ask Moxie to clean it if it looks a bit dusty or muddy.
Yeah, just a little, to turn around,
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You don't have to draw anything on it. So just kick me.
Not this time, no.
Yeah, she. Any kinks come out, it looks quite nice and pressed. Very
All
clean.
of your kinks were revealed.
And I'm going to go to the Alchemy Guild.
Okay. So you're going to do that this afternoon.
I'm just going to inquire, when I can ask about it, can I?
Okay, and then after, when you know more, that will determine what you're going to do the rest of the week.
Well, yeah, just the order.
Okay, and what else are you going to do this week?
I want to make some potions and experiment on some bolts. But I'll probably do that at the Alchemy Guild.
Cool, okay. If they let you in.
Thanks.
Cool. Aura.
I was working on the necklace.
Of course.
And we rolled it out last time and ended up knocking 9 days off.
Very nice.
Over the next 5.
25 gold a day as well, I think.
Yeah.
Nice. So how many days have you done?
I've done 9 out of 20.
Nice.
I'm doing a mix of working and sorting everything out with Mordarin, and we're going to the Physicus / university one day.
Cool.
And can I just check Claw Shards are 200?
Yeah.
So I cash that in, and then I also do some shopping.
Cool. Okay. So how many? Let me know in a bit how many days work you want to do, because I think those.
It depends. I do however many days work that I can do against doing.
I reckon you could definitely do 3.
Definitely 3.
Yeah.
Sweet, and I was at 30 gold a day.
Yes, but because everyone's working, and unless you say you want to work elsewhere, you get an easier check, but everyone else will need to, if you want to, you'll have to persuade whoever you're going to work with to get a certain amount. So if it's just you working and you go to Ripper, he's not necessarily going to give you 30 gold a day. And he's not necessarily going to give you 30 gold a day.
He is going to give me 30 gold a day. That's my day rate. He knows my day rate. I worked damn hard for that persuasion check.
You did. It's a whole new work week.
Yeah, okay, 40 gold a day.
Your check might be different.
Inflation.
New tax year.
Tax shit goes up to 40 gold. The cost of
It's
living
cost of change, yeah. Okay, Moxie.
So I was going with a Sentinel to the part of the Physicians University Guild chat, and then I also wanted to go to the just the Whispering Word and start want to create a spell.
Okay.
So find out about how to go out.
Yeah, and potentially potentially some of that may take time as well. So okay, cool.
And then just shopping, and then if there's any time left over, maybe work. But
okay, sweet. All right, let's do. Maybe you guys will do Physicians and then Whispered Word, because that will determine how much time you'll have left to do other stuff. So we'll do that in a moment.
Hello. Am I able to do some research, please? So can I go to the big library?
Yes. For a whole week?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I only get to look up like one thing?
You
for the
can
whole
do
week?
either 5 small days of research, so 5 small checks, or you can do 1 big one.
Can I not do somewhere in between? 2 medium ones.
If you roll really well on your long one, you will get 2 bits of lore.
I basically want to look up anything to do with savoir vivre.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you do, because we might not be in a lower library again. I'll let you do 2 mediums.
Just because we might never be in a library again.
Might not be a library.
What?
Might not be near a library again for a while.
Okay, then can I look up also like religious adjacent groups?
Like
like splinter groups off.
Like the Quakers.
oh, okay. So like cults that are okay. So like splinter groups of the church. And
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You'll have to
Knew
give
you
me
were
a mo
culty.
when we're doing that bit.
Law building on the fly.
It's fine. I can do it. It's fine.
I'm trying to work out who Ursa could be working for.
Okay.
But I don't really know where to start with it.
That's fine. I'll ask you some deets at the time, so what you do know, and that'll help
Okay.
guide the research. Okay. So let's do so Aura, you're pretty much wrapped up unless there was a few other small things you wanted to do.
Can I find an eye patch and a parrot?
Honestly, thought you were going to say iPad.
You can indeed.
What's the D&D equivalent of an iPad?
Chalkboard?
You have to
Coil
draw
shards.
and
You
present.
just stick a coil shard in the chalkboard and you get an iPad.
You can find an eye patch pretty much anywhere. Whatever you want it to look like, whether it's made of leather, whatever. And parrot would be a bit more difficult.
Yeah, can I go to a pet shop?
You can, yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, so you go to. So where are you going to look? You're going to look in the Maze Market. You're going to look in the Plaza District, or you could see what you could
I'm
find.
pretty sure you know what a parrot is if you don't know what an owl is.
You have seen people with them in Rippers before.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
Just go steal something.
Absolutely not.
Wait, there is a hurtful stereotype.
Some people have actually lost their eye, okay?
Yeah, with eye badges. Some
And the
people
nipples.
have had animals in Rippers. You haven't seen a green parrot. You've seen some
Just a blue
birds. They could be owls for all you know.
Do an intelligence saving
You're gonna
throw.
Someone told you it was an owl.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So where are you gonna look?
Let's go to the Maze Market. There might be some fun creatures in that.
Okay.
Fire breathing list.
So you wander
Someone
off to
tells you
the,
it's a parrot.
you wander off to the Maze Market. I would like you to roll an investigation check, please, to find animals or a pet store of some sort.
You come back with a goldfish.
You come back with a rat that someone's like a feral rat that someone's convinced you is a pet.
Now, Steve, before you roll this, 99% of the time I want people to get really high. I want them to get natural ones because it'll be hysterical.
We need to get a ring to
It's good. Dirty 20.
Nice. So you find a merchant who looks like they are pretty on the ball. You find an orc woman, and she's got these big gloves on that are like way too big for her. They almost look like forging gloves is what you initially see. But then you see her taking a bird from a cage and its talons gripping into this glove. She puts it out onto the side, ties a little bit of cord around its foot, but it seems to sit there quite happily. It's some kind of bird of prey, some kind of raptor. And among the cages, you see squirrels, you see things that would look like guinea pigs, and she has got a lot of different birds as well.
Do they have tags with what they are on the cages?
No, nothing like that. She sees you.
If you'd rolled higher, they might have done.
She sees you eyeing the pets. Hello there.
Afternoon. I was just admiring your collection of birds.
Oh, thank you very much. She picks up a cigarette, takes a big drag on it. What kind of pet are you looking for then?
I was thinking of something sort of in the bird area. Sort of what?
Bird adjacent.
Oh, we've got birds.
She fucking raping.
Something useful, maybe potentially delivering messages or.
You want to get a pigeon?
We don't have any carrier birds, but you can always train them. It's not easy.
What have you got and be useful for? Stay-at-home birds.
Stay-at-home birds. She takes a
Go on a
couple.
boat. What bird should I have?
She puts a couple of cages down. One of them is like a smaller version of this raptor, this bird of prey. Looks like a sparrowhawk or something like that. And then the other one is you kind of recognise that one. And this other one is a small roundish bird with a little beak. Either of these take your fancy? They're no good for delivering messages, but they're both birds of prey, so they'll be good at hunting small animals. They're okay out at sea, but
Very specific.
Don't hunt small animals.
the small round one kind of puffs its feathers up and looks around. Seems to be able to turn.
Do I know what it is?
You
not.
roll a nature check.
When you say small animals, does that include squirrels?
Yes, but
that's a 10.
he's big for a squirrel. 10. You recognise the sparrowhawk from, maybe your
You did read the
travels.
encyclopedia.
Oh yeah, that is true. But
Oh,
that was
you
only,
have?
But that was only
I'll give it
desert
to you.
birds.
Then roll it with it. You've got an encyclopedia. Roll with advantage.
You just pull it up.
14.
You're pretty sure the other one is an owl.
If you turn up with an owl,
Please.
just to confirm, is this one an owl? My friend said they have scales.
If I sell you one of these birds, promise me you're not going to let that friend near him. Yes, this is an owl. It's a type of barn owl, but they go out during the day and sometimes night, but they're actually quite good on boats. They find nooks. They nest in places that are not too far from their owner if they do bond with you.
I'm just picturing like a fluffy tennis ball.
Yeah, it's like that. It's a bit
Don't
bigger
play
than a normal
tennis.
barn owl, but it's got like a yellowish edging to some of the feathers. So there's a kind of, from a distance, it looks more gold than a normal barn owl.
It looks more like a tennis ball.
Yeah.
Get the owl. Get the fucking owl.
How much?
Well, for the sparrowhawk, you're looking at around 10 gold.
Is that it?
10 gold's quite a bit of money.
Yeah, but how much for an owl?
For the owl, they're a little. He's quite a rare breed. Probably set you back 20.
Get the fucking owl. If you don't get the owl,
But if you want to buy some feed, I'm happy to make a deal. And put this massive sack of like feed.
Can I just like see what the feed? Can I just see what the feed? Like,
Yeah.
have a look and see what the feed is,
It's
and then
pretty-
basically not buy any and just go somewhere else and find some.
Yeah, it's pretty crappy. It's effectively dried like offal, and that's been minced up.
Are there any other like weird creatures there?
You see
Anything that breathes fire?
we don't have any
yes.
magical creatures. No.
the lesser spotted fire-breathing owl.
That's why it's lesser spotted.
If you're looking for a specialty animal like that, you're probably better off up in the Deus Ward. But you'll be paying a pretty penny for something like that.
I will have a look there later. I will. I could do the owl. I think maybe. Can I try and pet it?
Yeah. It doesn't seem to react. It kind of looks about and just its head is very fluffy.
I've got to buy it now. I will buy the owl.
Yay!
I'm not going to negotiate because it's cute.
And that is the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us.
What an hour.
It's over.
Yeah, that's it.
The show done.
She gives you the cage and the owl, and she also, because you seemed fine buying it at that price. She throws in a small bag of feed, which is probably enough for a week. Congratulations! You now have a. What are you going to name your owl? She's asked. What do you going to call him?
Oh,
and it's a male.
Okay.
Of course it is.
I will have to have a think. Jeffrey.
Are you really going to call your owl Jeffrey?
I don't know. I'll have to think. I didn't think I would actually find one. But this is going to take me longer to name my child.
You wander off.
That's actually true as well.
You wander off with your newly acquired owl that looks around as you're carrying him around. Very nice.
If he flies off, I'm
You have an owl. You have a little
Get him a little leash.
Okay, so the other ones that are probably going to be.
Can we just play out Eugene seeing the owl?
Please.
Sure.
Please.
So, yes, we'll skip ahead of time slightly then.
When Eugene comes back, I'm going to make sure the windows and doors are shut. And then I'm going to let out the cage and just let it sit on Eugene's bed.
Wait, I mean, you may as well. So you're going to be back after this afternoon, right? So.
Oh, is this just you've done this on the first day?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
just got out of one hour.
Yeah, that's cool.
So for now, let's do, because this is probably quicker, is Amaya and Sentinel looking for work.
Well, I know where I'm going to ask, by the way.
Where are you going to ask?
Where we're staying, ask if they need a chef.
Oh, okay. So you're not going to go to Ripper. Okay.
I thought you'd go to the sweet shop.
Okay, so you're in the Night Mountain, and the barman's called Hurub Tilt, and he's like a bit of a gruff man. You know he's never that happy serving. You all right?
I'm very well, thank you.
Kind of a squat human. Yeah, I'm good.
Great. So for the next week, I'm looking for some work, and can I work in the kitchen? I'm a really good chef. Would you like me to cook you something really quickly?
I mean,
it's like a taster.
I'm the cook.
Yeah, but you just look like you maybe want a week off.
You have a holiday.
Do I?
Have you never just had a little holiday, a little staycation where you just, get up a bit later, have a nice
this place will fall apart.
Well, not if I'm here cooking. I would almost guarantee that my cooking would mean that this place is busier and you make more money.
Roll a persuasion check.
Do a rudeness check.
Yeah.
This interview's going great.
Please hold. That is a 19 plus 7.
Did you get a laptop?
No, I couldn't be bothered to bring a laptop. That's not my phone.
Jesus. An 18 plus 7.
19 plus 7.
So 26. Very nice.
I meant that in a really nice way. It's just you've got so much going on.
Well, seeing as you seem so sure of yourself, why don't you pop back there and cook me some lunch?
Okay, I'm gonna go back there.
Dinner.
Whatever you fancy. Just anything in particular, or just whatever is in there, just cook something.
Whatever's in the pantry.
Is this an invention test?
There is, yeah, but there's a kind of quirk to a smile about it.
Okay, are there any cling prawns in there?
When you go in at the back,
Yes.
he's like, use whatever's in there. It's old potato peels. There's a bit of meat that's still in the sink that looks a little bit, it's bad in there. You could probably find after some digging, some jarred, preserved pickles, that kind of stuff, and some dried meats. And the only way of fresh food is going to be really old carrots that look a little bit floppy.
Charcuterie board.
Can I? What?
If he's got dried meat and pickles, that's a charcuterie board.
No, that's not good enough. It needs to be something impressive, super, actual.
Okay,
cooking.
so I'll give you.
Can I run to the shops really, really fast? I'm paying for this out of my own pocket.
Well, MasterChef, they do an invention test.
Huh?
They don't just go to the shops.
You're going to say anything to him, we'll just go.
I'm just going to be Mr. Tilt, I'll be back momentarily.
Giving up?
Nope. I just need to pad out what you have in your lovely larder.
Okay.
Trust me, it'll be worth it.
What's he been feeding us?
All right. No, it's end of day, so he's like, there's a stew on kind of thing. So he's in there. Okay, what are you gonna get?
I would like to get some cling prawns.
Okay.
Only enough for like 1 or 2 portions, not anything massive. The Del Nori equivalent of garlic, ginger, spring onions, and coriander, and some bread.
Yeah, you find all that.
Oh.
Set you back probably a gold for everything.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, you run back.
So I run back. I'm going to blitz up all of those ingredients into a paste.
You're describing our dinner.
I believe I got that before you did.
Done it with like a pestle and mortar.
Yeah, so like pestle and mortar, like grind it all up so it's into a paste. Then I'm gonna slice up the bread, fry it on one side, spread this like
Okay, hold on.
mix.
Roll a preparation check.
What's that?
Roll a blitzing check.
It's going to be either sleight of hand or dexterity based. So
Acrobatic.
no, that would be sleight of hand. Is still dex based, isn't it? So you can do either sleight of hand
it's
or
all of
nature check for the prawns and the veg.
Can I just do a sleight of hand? It's 4.
You would add your proficiency on it,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
I mean, it's not going to help
Oh, sorry,
much.
that's 5. Wait, what? Where's my
Your proficiency
Add 3.
Plus 3, so it's an
Yeah.
8.
8.
Okay, takes you a while. Bit flustered. You cut the bread a bit wonky, but you get there.
Okay. Basically, I'm making
You've
fancy
taken a while.
prawn toast,
Yeah. Okay. Roll a cooking check.
which is
That would be survival.
okay. That's 9.
Oh no.
Did you need to add your proficiency?
When you say I have proficiency, I still don't understand what that means.
Does she get proficiency on her cooking checks?
I would say yes.
so you're adding plus 3 to all of these
Yeah.
rolls as well.
Oh right, okay. But where's the plus 3 come from?
From your proficiency.
Your level, you get
D12.
proficiency.
Okay, I don't
That is
understand that
also
still.
D12, yeah.
That wasn't what I was using. That wasn't I was switching my D20.
Okay, you can roll that one again once, and you add your proficiency to these because you are definitely proficient in cooking.
Okay, so I'm adding plus 7, so that's 17.
Okay,
Much
yeah,
better.
it starts getting better. You toast the bread nicely. You blitz it up.
Yeah.
You spread the prawns paste, and you start frying.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a plating check.
Oh, drum roll.
You've used sleight of hand,
Yeah.
so
I've used survival.
if you
Can this
tell
be
me.
performance?
Absolutely, okay.
Oh.
Plus proficiency.
7, 10.
10.
Oh,
That.
mate.
Okay, so you cooked it well.
Oh,
Prepped it
mate.
you a while, and then you're like, how the fuck do I present this? You cut it up into some triangles, put a bit of spring onion on the top, and you're like,
Just call it rustic.
It's rustic.
but handing it to him, you're pretty sure this is a hell of a lot better than the stuff
I also
he's been
served some
making.
pickles on the side for a bit of acidity.
Okay. So you put the plate down in front of him. He's no Chef Rorigan, but he doesn't look happy.
Oh,
And
no.
he's like, bites it, it's crunchy.
Is it supposed to be crunchy?
Yeah,
Good.
it's supposed to be crispy.
It's doing a taste
maybe.
roll.
I'm nervous for you.
Roll to taste.
It's pretty good.
Thank you.
What is it?
It's a
Sandwich.
kind of actually. It is a fried open sandwich. We're using cling prawns, some garlic, ginger, spring onions, coriander, with sesame seeds on the top.
Well, I guess I could take an easy week. I'm not going to go on holiday though.
Oh, that's right. You do you.
I'm happy to pay you 5 gold a day.
How about
30.
6 gold a day, and I do all of the food shopping for the menu.
Okay.
Sorry, 7.
I would
7.
say, because this
7
isn't fair on you. He's undercutting you there as a chef.
Oh, okay. So I would know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting 30 gold a day to do some sneaking, but I...
That's more dangerous.
Yeah, you
I was
definitely get the
cooking.
criminal premium.
9.
You definitely get the criminal premium. This is
I
like.
started at 20, so like, you can...
Yeah.
Let me just. I'm going to quickly check. It's just in case I am really undercutting you. He is undercutting you, but I don't want to undercut you too much.
Thanks for the
all right.
consideration.
30 is quite.
No, he's not undercutting you too bad. So he starts at 5.
How about 8? And I'll sort out all the food shopping for the week also.
All right. Roll a persuasion check. It's not going to be a hugely tough one because it's pretty reasonable.
20.
Yeah.
Natural.
Puts his hand out. Just before you go shake it, he goes spits in it.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to get a tissue, wipe his hand, and then shake it.
Nice.
Right, so you're all good on dinner service then. We start in, looks at his pocket watch, hour.
Yeah, I run out and get some sort of pasta equivalent.
Okay, he tells you he's done a stew.
You just throw it in then.
Oh.
I'll continue with the stew, but I'm going to go get some, I'm going to use up the rest of the bread to make like croutons and stuff.
Perfect. All right, well, we won't roleplay all that.
No.
I want to. I want to roleplay croutons.
Dinner service, launches and...
How much gold do you think I would spend a day on
he'll
food?
buy the gold. He'll buy the food, sorry.
So I got to 8 gold a day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not going to make you buy the food.
Yeah, I was going to say, do not let that happen.
I was going to say, if I pass a Maya on the way out, I'll ask her to get some food for my owl.
Yeah, she looks like pretty happy actually.
Oh.
Food on her face and her hair, but
Sorry, did you say you need food for your owl?
Yeah, I held up the cage.
Oh my god, he's so cute! What's his name?
I'm torn between two, Orion and Cornelius.
Cornelius.
It's gotta be Cornelius.
That's what I was thinking.
Very
Do you not like him?
Oh no, I love him.
He hasn't got scales like Eugene said they have.
Eugene said they had scales. Sorry, he looks like a very healthy, normal owl.
Okay, that's good.
okay.
Yeah, I'll make him up something. So I'll also make Cornelius at dinner as well.
A little bowl.
You add pets to this.
Okay, so Sentinel.
Oh yeah.
You go to Rippers.
Oh yeah.
It's quiet, but it won't kick off until well after midnight. Like badly anyway.
This is like probably the next day though, because I'm still doing. I've got. Like,
Yes, of course. Actually, yes. Fair enough. So we'll roll for it now.
I've had my stew. Feeling good.
Right. What can I do you for?
Do you need me?
Not giving you 30 gold to you that much.
Why?
You do good, but it's too much. You're too pricey. You're good, but you're too
Yeah, but
pricey.
I'm good. What will you do?
Standard is 15.
Yeah, you started me on 20 plus.
Yeah, it's because I like you.
You
Give
like
you-
me?
Do 20. 20 is I can do 20.
You like me?
Roll a persuasion check.
Can I do it with advantage? I've been doing some good work.
Yeah, go on then.
Thank you.
It's quite hard though. He looks pretty
This way.
sad.
What's that? That's a 19 plus 7?
I set the DC at 25. And that was tough as well.
And I have a plus 7 to my persuasion.
Nice.
Fucking hell. 28.
Done.
Jesus.
I bring in good business.
You better get me something good. All right. You got and then he told you like there's a number of jobs. It's more following, sneaking.
Following teenagers again.
Actually, this one takes you up. He takes you up into the Deus Ward. He wants you to go and look through some noble people's windows.
For 28 gold a day. Through some windows.
And no, but this one, he wants you to go and effectively break into some townhouse estates and like spy on some nobles. So this one's more risky, and I will probably get you to roll see.
This is a
You get
gift
caught.
for me.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So where that's that. So next, let's go to Eugene.
Can I also take one day off potion making and one day with Magnus? Because I've completely forgot Magnus was here. And then I've got to go and be like, oh wait, and then both rebels is like, oh,
I thought you were going to spend a day with Cornelius.
Okay, well let's start where we're at the beginning. So you've been cleaned by Moxie. You look very, very smart, very pressed, curled.
Still
Yeah.
smell like clove a little bit.
It's still there a bit,
Yeah.
but it's more like a musk at this point.
Oh, I do like a clovey musk.
Okay, you make your way from the Plaza District down the wending streets up the ramp to the Deus Ward. You get to the gate, and it doesn't take much. You show your little brooch with your alchemy Ouroboros symbol on it, and they let you through. And you walk into the guild garden through the cast iron gates onto the open field where it wasn't too long ago you saw absolute chaos ensuing with the Touch Lotus attacking a load of people. Well, it was the thugs attacking people. And you find a building you haven't been to before. Follow the signpost for the Alchemy Guild and it takes you to... Some of the buildings are very kind of gothic and church-like the university. But this one's less like a church and more like a dome of cream stone. And it gleams. There's a hot spot on the top of it where it's reflecting the sun. And you walk through this garden of stone pillars and hedges. And it gives you this feeling of someone's kind of tried to create a replica of like an ancient ruins, and it gives you that feeling. So you're moving through, you get to the archway, which is a wide opening with a sliding door that's inside the wall, and you step into this big domed space, and it's just empty. It's this massive empty dome, except in the middle of the room there's a single small reception desk, and there's a big kind of large barrel-chested human there in forest green robes, and he's sat drinking some steaming cup of something. And behind the desk is this huge hole that's been cut in the floor, and there are steps leading down.
Well, the architecture of this place is amazing.
Oh, hello. You're right.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm good, thank you. My name is Eugene, apprentice Eugene Ballantyne.
Oh, hi there. That's lovely. I'm Berry, senior fellow.
Well, don't you agree the architecture is stunning?
It's all right. It's not really my thing, you know. Just here for the work, the reception, bit of research. But yeah, it's not bad.
So I don't know how to say this, but Papa always said to just be blunt if you're not sure. So,
okay, I'll brace myself.
I would like a promotion.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
how do I go about that?
Well, it's funny you ask. Actually, we're in the middle of ascendancy season as it is right now. So usually you'll I don't recognise you as someone who studies here.
Oh no, I mostly studied in the capital.
Oh, I see. So you're here on loan. You're here with sort of a research placement.
Well, actually, I've been doing more field work.
Oh, okay. Very rare. That is very unusual. Well, I mean, usually your ascendancy would be an interview of sorts, a presentation of your work, attended by the dean of the guild and your teacher, effectively, your professor, who I'm assuming is not here.
Oh no, will that be a problem?
Well, I mean, it's not really for me to say. You can register your ascendancy, and we have slots in 2 days' time. You'll need to present evidence of your ability that justifies your ascending, and then pay the fee equal to your new rank, and obviously wear your uniform as you are. And yes, that is it really. The ascendancy itself doesn't cost anything, but it's very stressful. Requires weeks of preparation.
I don't have 2 days.
I assume you've been preparing for...
Yes.
You'll be absolutely fine then.
I'm sweating.
Visibly.
So when would you like me to put you down for? We've got morning slot, 2 days' time.
Oh, is that the only slot on that day?
Yeah.
Okay, well, morning it is. Best get it out of the way.
Lovely. That's lovely.
It's 2 days. What are you drinking?
It's coffee.
Very loud.
Well, no, it's just a very echoey space. Quite loud.
Of course, yes. I start going echo.
It does echo a lot. I can't slurp through that.
Do I have to bring any references with me?
If you have written form, then that would be good, considering that you're unknown to the establishment. But other than that, if
sorry,
I was trying to slurp and I choked myself.
Chokey slurp.
I'm so sorry. Continue, I'm not here.
Hashtag chokey slap.
If you have written references, I'm sure that would be of use. Yes.
I can get. So do you have a form that I can fill in for that?
No, I assume that you would have them as a written.
Oh, okay. Yes. Eugene, yes. Yeah, Eugene.
Eugene. Yes, Eugene.
Yes.
It's okay.
Can I bring some references?
Of course, you can bring as much as you like. With
Like
as long as
people?
it's easy to.
Oh, no, I don't know.
God, no! You can't bring people in. Absolutely not. Unless they're members of the guild. In which case, yes, but probably better still as a written form.
Okay. How long does it take to register people to the guild?
Well, I believe there's an enrolment process.
Oh, of course, yeah. Never mind. I'll sort out the paper. I mean, I have the paperwork. I just get a random bit of paper and start waving it and put it away.
All right. Well, try and calm your nerves the next couple of days, and
Alcohol, maybe? I don't.
definitely don't do that. Inebriation is strictly prohibited, as I'm sure you'd understand as an alchemist.
Yes.
We wouldn't be operating dangerous machinery under the influence, so we wouldn't do the same with chemicals.
Fucking square.
So, yes. Can I help you with anything else? Or
Is there
shall I see you?
a practical part of the assessment?
Well, you'll have to demonstrate. Of course, I'm so sorry. You will be presenting an example of your work that would justify your ascendancy. So, whatever you're most proud of.
Cool. Yeah, I'll give it some thought. I mean, I already have, and yes, I'll be here in 2 days.
Wonderful. Yes. Well,
It's less than 2 days, really. It's more like 65 hours to go.
probably less. Yeah.
Oh, that's not 2 days. 20. No, I've
40 hours.
Day and a half.
I've just so my maths gets very bad when I'm nervous.
That's all right. You'll just as a sort of
There isn't a
example.
maths test, is there?
No. As an example, you'll get. We have people presenting specific concoctions of their own making. Some people have brought in, food, but very frowned upon.
Why?
Sorry.
Why is food frowned upon?
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's the application of alchemy as a priority, and food obviously is.
But the whimsy.
Yes. Well, good luck. Just bring whatever you're most proud of, okay? Your most accomplished thing. Okay, let me rephrase this. Not what you like the most, but something that's the most advanced, the most. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay.
I signed the thing to say I'm going to come in the morning. And, yes. Oh, I might be in Torro to do some alchemy.
Oh, of course, but that's fine. Yes, we have labs and we have reference. We have study, whatever you like.
Oh yeah, so a lab would be lovely. Do I need to pre-book that, or will there be one available tomorrow?
What sort of time?
Yes, just in the morning. I might be here for most of the day.
Scratches down on the paper.
That's Eugene Valentine.
Wonderful, thank you. Very well. I will see you tomorrow.
Yes, thank you. You'll be here tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Okay. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
I leave. I'm like, that went really well.
Okay. So,
He definitely thinks I'm gonna pass.
I've never been more nervous for somebody else.
so you've got a couple of days.
I get back and see Aura.
Yes.
You walk into the room and you find me and Cornelius sat cross-legged on the bed.
Well, Cornelius is sat cross-legged.
Yeah, if you've never seen an owl sitting, go on Google right now.
So I go into the room and I'm quite stressed out, and I've now seen Aura on the bed with an owl that sat cross-legged, and I'm like, fuck off. That wasn't very proper. But where the hell do you have an owl? Where did you get an owl? You don't even know what an owl is.
Someone told me it was an owl. It doesn't have
they were-
scales though.
No, that was a joke, I believe. Sorry. But
This is Cornelius.
you called it. That's a terrible name for an owl. Cornelius. Why on earth would you call an owl? You have such a beautiful creature, and you've called it Cornelius.
What was I going to call it? Jeffrem?
I don't know. We can workshop some names. I'll give you a list. Cornelius. You haven't been petting Cornelius, so they don't like to be petted.
He likes to be petted.
No, the owls do not like.
You let me pet him, have you?
Oh, forget it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he seems to be fine.
There must be some sort of service I could phone up to tell them that you're mistreating this owl. Okay, do you know how to look after an owl? I can't believe you have a pet owl before I do.
I bought him for the group.
It's a group owl with Cornelius.
Yeah. Amaya's already seen him.
Oh, Maya was fine with this?
Yeah, she thinks.
I go straight over to Maya.
I'm already coming up. I knock on the door to deliver Cornelius's dinner.
Yeah.
You are in on Cornelius?
What do you mean in on him?
Why are you encouraging Aura?
Have you seen that little owl? He's adorable.
Yes, but Cornelius is a ridiculous name, Amaya.
So funny.
No, it's not. It's not a proper
Call
name.
him Corny for short.
No, that's a terrible nickname. Oh,
not.
I storm out.
Eugene, sweet corn is delicious.
It is, but that's not the point.
I'm sorry, I'm still dwelling on fuck off.
It was a very stressful day. So there's an owl sat on my bed.
You need to pre-warn me of these things. This coffee was nearly all over the
Meanwhile,
No.
Moxie and Sentinel. So just before you, this is before you would have gone to Rippers.
This is day 2 for me, technically.
Well, when did you want to go to the Physicians Guild?
At some point, but I've already said at the start that I was spending the rest of the day.
Should we level up?
That's of course you were. So yes,
Thank you.
That's fine. So let's do that now. So you bamf, and you appear. You changed your sheets, the corner of the sheets.
It's gonna take more work.
Yeah. So
Is Zeal with me?
yeah. He was kind of there watching. It's not bad.
It's not bad. Fuck off.
Never seen anyone else do it.
You're getting cocky.
I mean, I can do it. And he hops on it and he goes, looks at you and then goes, spits on the sheet and starts wiping it in. There you go.
Zeal, go and get me some new fucking sheets. I'm not sleeping in squirrel spit sheets.
You never sleep here.
I do sleep here.
All right, that's my bad. Starts dragging the sheet. It's so heavy for him.
Right. I have to do some things first, then I will help you change the sheets. You're such a little shitbag.
Where are we going?
Where are we going?
Yeah.
We're just going to sit here and do it. I can't go anywhere else today.
All right. And he sits down with you on the right at the writing desk. What are you trying to do?
Are you at the writing desk or are you on the toilet?
Assault.
The first hour is writing the memory down.
Oh, right.
And then I have to attune to it, which is what the is
Cool.
because you just looked at me like I had
he's like-
5 heads.
Yeah, cool. You attune.
So what are you doing here? Well,
You attune to the ring.
am I cursed now?
I don't believe so. It wasn't just. There were other items you got from him. The
Those are
amulet.
cursed.
Those ones.
I'm just saying, if it's the curse, there's plenty more shenanigans I can play on you. So
Great.
there's the clockwork and the amulet, and then the book as well.
Yeah, which I also have.
No, I wasn't sure you had the book.
Yeah, because I was the one who can read it.
Oh, of course.
Anyway, once I've attuned to the ring, then I put the memory of how long is it going to be? Is it like
As long as you want.
sick?
I would say there's a limit of, and I would check because I think I wrote this.
Is it
Of an
29
hour.
minutes? Otherwise, you
No,
get
it's an hour.
attacked
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. No, it's an hour.
I do the memory of. I don't know if I have enough time to put that bit on.
Yeah.
I'll just do the bit that was the conversation with
Dolan,
Dolan's
with
corpse.
his body. Yeah, sure.
From my perspective, so he can see both of them.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Specifically, not see that we made a copy of him as well.
you record over it. The moment you attuned to it, the other memory disappeared, and you filled in the empty space with that memory of Dolan's body, talking to Moxie, who was disguised as Iridia.
Iridia, I could go in her arena.
That's her sister.
It's a cousin. Anyway,
Okay, what else are you doing?
on that day,
You bamfing back out.
I've got to help change the fucking sheets.
All right, yeah. You as you're changing the sheets, there's a knock on the door.
Oh God. Yeah.
Oh, hello. It's just me.
Well, there's nobody else that could have been. If there was a new class.
Hello.
How did I get here?
Well, yes, that's a good point. Just thought I'd, say hello.
I very try and subtly cast message to Zeal and say, does he know you gave me a door into here for my friends?
Yes, I know, yes.
Oh, he heard that.
Oh,
Because I was
no.
casting that to Zeal.
Yes, I hear it. I don't think there's any point in lying about it, yes.
So you can, if I message Zeal in the soul house, you can hear it.
Yes.
You can now.
I'm also right here, so,
But it's the message cantrip.
I think you still have to speak it as well, though,
Whisper
right?
really quietly.
I can keep up the pretense if you like.
Okay, fine, that's fine. I didn't want him to get in any trouble because otherwise I would have said that I found it while being.
It's quite all right. I'm glad that you have it. And he kind of walks out to the balcony and looks out. Things have been better here.
Yes, I think Zeal was saying.
Yes, but the Forgotten seems to be getting worse. But I'm remembering more, which is good. Just very inverse in what I would expect, as I'm sure Zeal mentioned.
Any fun new memories?
No,
Exciting?
Well, only just solidifying what I spoke to you about already, really, that the seals seem bound to this place. So the seals of this place seem inextricably bound to other seals out there, including the 1000. And I remember doing it. I remember making it. So I'm just thinking they would never fail so long as the seals remained intact, and I put much of myself into that.
Rewind. Say that again.
So this place is in a different plane.
Mm-hmm.
And it is suspended in this plane. The subtle house is suspended here and rooted here on seals that I created, and those seals are in turn founded on seals such as the 1000 seals.
So they're built on those?
Yes,
okay.
Partly. And as I said, I put much of myself into them, and now I remember it. I remember believing for a very long time that I did this to myself, and he points out the Forgotten over the Toyaska wing. The spirit's particularly bad. But I remember, here's what doesn't make sense. Why would I do such a thing if I knew that it would end not only me, but also Zeal's? Why would I do that? And maybe other people who are here that have already succumbed to it. Whoever else lived here with me. If I wished to die, I would not have destroyed this place. I don't think I would have. Who knows? I am confused. But what I do know is that should many more seals break, then this place will at least be affected. But strangely, I feel stronger, I feel more real, and we know that the seals continue to break, yet, well, let's just say I'll research while I have my wits. Anyway, I apologise if this was a sombre...
No, it's fine. I've been meaning to talk to you for a while anyway. I did some research on Toyaska.
Right. This is the place that...
It's a person. And I pull out the picture that I drew.
I see. It's a woman. This one's a woman in like a... It was that portrait you saw, wasn't it, of someone in the distance standing with a kind of cape and that. I see.
She's a fallen saint.
Well, she sounds very, very worthy of having a wing named after her, which is clearly what I did. He looks out at it. I'm sure she was important.
I can't keep asking the same question I do every time, which is it the woman from the fucking painting? I'm gonna leave him the picture.
Thank you. I would put it in there, but I don't want to go in there because it's
That's more just
swathed in
for
there.
you, in case you remember who she is to you.
Oh, you think I knew her?
Well, she's living in your house, dude.
Living in my house?
Well, she's in a wing.
Well, maybe. I can't go in there.
Well, that was my next question. How would you feel? I brought some friends over.
Now.
Not right now, like in like a week, 2 weeks. We're going on a boat for a really long time and we're probably going to get bored, so 24 hours in here.
And you would do what here? I mean,
Go and look in the Toyasco wing, the parts of the Forgotten that you can't go into. Also big.
I have loads of gelatin on me.
Well, that misses game.
He goes from kind of uncomfortable dad who doesn't want his kid to have a sleepover to like genuinely a little bit uncomfortable, and he's like,
If you don't want us in, like, I wanted to ask your permission. I'm not going to bring everyone in if you don't want them here.
no, I am uncomfortable, but I would be uncomfortable either way, and I think it's a good thing. My fear is that you will, you or your friends will be forgotten.
Well, it's a damn sight better than my original plan, which was to go in by myself.
Well, yes, don't do that.
So, which would you rather?
You have my permission under certain circumstances, which are that myself and Zeal spend some time seeing if we can clear a path. I don't know how, I don't know if it's possible, but just do whatever we can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, it's for like 24 hours, and maybe can we get some guest rooms in the side? I'm not sharing my room with them. This is my room.
I can
Make
I can
them
sort
like
that
shit.
out. Yes, I can do that. That's fine.
Nobody else gets a balcony.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hammocks.
That'll do. I love that.
It's easier for me to do. I can just put them in the hallway.
Yeah, guest rooms. Guest rooms.
Okay. Well, I'll leave you and Zeal to your bed making.
Yeah, can you tell him never to spit on my bed again? Like, what the fuck is wrong with the squirrel, dude? Sorry.
He like goes over to Zeal and looks at him, and he's like, and he squidges his cheeks, and he's like, it's not rabies or anything. And Zeal like bats him away. Well, I'll leave you to it, and I will see you soon, and maybe your friends.
I mean, you don't have to come out and meet them. Like, I'm not going to ask you to
Thank
do
God
that.
for that.
Yeah, didn't think you'd like that.
No. I may leave us some sort of note.
Big dad energy.
But I will steer clear. Well, okay.
Awkward, like.
Goodbye.
Ask for some money for beers.
Can you leave some wine out? Like, not the good wine.
Okay, yes, that's fine.
Thanks.
I was about to say that's literally my dad, and then you got to the wine. I was like, no, that's my mum.
We don't have any food. I don't eat. So.
Oh, there's no food. Okay, we're gonna have to bring snacks. I'm really sorry. Zeal can clean up.
Okay. Well. He he's like close enough to.
Oh no.
He's like close enough to hug you, but he just kind of awkwardly waves. Like, right. Goodbye.
Oh wait, Septum Carl.
Yes.
Know the name? Is that any memories?
He's a vastly powerful, unworshipped being. Yes.
Okay. He made the great seals, the 1,000 seals, to hide things from the unbinding.
Yes, I suppose so. I don't.
I suppose so. That's what the books said when I researched it.
Well,
You asked me to find out who had done them and what for what, and I did.
yes.
Very obedient little fuck.
It's interesting because this is information I should know, but no, that does make sense. Yes, not alone. I don't believe he was alone. I believe they were crafted by many of them, but definitely.
He is the big one history remembers, so...
Yes. Well, now we just need to find out why they're being broken, and if we can stop it or not.
Doing my best.
Well,
Goodbye.
yes, goodbye. Okay. So, Moxie, we visit the Physicians Guild. I guess you guys are going together, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
You see me going out of the alchemy guild like sweating buckets.
What would you have done? What would you have done before this, actually?
Seen it now.
Probably just shopping. Yeah.
Okay. What did you want to buy?
A new dress.
Because we can just reel it off if you want.
Yeah, no, just more new hair dye. Spell book stuff for writing spells and stuff. Yeah, nothing fancy we need to roll.
Gold were being spent, or
I'd probably sell my coil shard as well.
yeah.
Do I have to go to like a special broker for those or anything?
You do, but for the sake of brevity, I'll just say for this time we can easily exchange it, and like 1-to-1 is what I've said this time.
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. So after that, you visit the Physicians Guild, which is where you dropped off Marika, and it is a large creamstone townhouse, and you know it kind of acts as the base of operations for the members who would go out on kind of locum duty, or they would take patients, noble patients primarily, on the premises and train people. And you get through with your badge, your little, it's the, I believe, the Quill of Maru, or the pin, yeah, that's it. And it's kind of this, inside it's blend of doctor surgery meets library / alchemy, and you see people bustling around a bit. Would you have called Marika in like ahead, like written or spoke to them about her at the door?
We go on her.
We can ask, see if she'll help.
Yeah. Well, it's always nice to see her as well. So.
Yeah. So she comes down to meet you at the door as you both come in. Hey.
Hi, girl.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. You okay?
Yeah, she hugs you.
Yeah, I'll go back.
And then she hugs you, Sentinel.
How's it going? How's study going?
It's okay. I'm not fitting in quite as smoothly as I was hoping, but I think it's that they're more intimidated than anything.
Can we do an inside check, please? That's 18.
Yeah, she's not. She's like, you get the feeling that she's pissing people off, basically.
That's my girl. What? Oh no.
But no, it's good. Oh shit! What was his? What was his name? I've lost his bloody name.
Dom?
No, her teacher. Dr. Aaron is good. He's helping me. I'm learning a lot. But what are you doing here?
We were just hoping to have a chat with someone in charge around here.
Oh well, I can get Dr. Aaron. He's pretty senior.
How senior?
I think he's the equivalent of a senior fellow. That's pretty.
You can get higher.
You can get higher. The highest you'd get.
You can get higher.
The highest you'd get would be journeyman before a head of the individual guild, and then the only higher than that would be the people in Sahara. So that's pretty senior.
Is he the most senior guy that's here?
No, I think most senior would be Dr. Valerie Divman, who I think is the head of the guild.
Sheehan.
Maybe. She kind of just sits in her office.
Do you need an appointment to go speak to her?
Almost definitely.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go try and find an appointment.
Okay. So you find.
I'm doing this as so respectful. Jack's in like their best outfit. They're trying to real smart.
You find an assistant of some sort. It's like they're they're not a tiefling, but they looked like it for a moment. It turns out they're just a very odd coloured skinned person. Like they're wearing like almost.
Tiefling's a person.
Oh no, sorry, human.
Thank you.
But they're wearing like body paint of some sort.
Brad.
Excuse me.
I'm so sorry. Yes, no, I'm trying desperately to get an appointment to see Dr. Valerie. What's her last name? Divman. I'm so sorry.
Okay, what is this about?
I'm just a concerned citizen, and I'd really like to just have a little word with her about something.
Okay, I mean, I can take your concern down, but Valerie tends to deal with very important guild matters.
It is a very important guild matter. Thank you very much.
Okay, may I ask what it's about, and I will see if she's
It's about filling some gaps that are in the infrastructure of this city. Thank you very much.
Okay, roll a persuasion check. They're very confused.
Fuck off.
Oh no.
That's 5 plus 7.
Okay, so what's that? 13?
Yeah.
A 12.
Yeah, let's call it 13.
I will go and speak to her.
I'm like absolutely an appointment. I'll come back another time.
Okay, what's the name?
Jax Zaithwaite Volanta.
Okay. And I would say that Marika's like... Would you have told her what it's about? Would she know what this is about?
I mean, it's
Yes.
Okay, then I would say you can re-roll with advantage. So this one would be for your advantage. So roll once more.
That's better. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Okay, if you just... Marika, please take your guests to the waiting room and we'll see if Dr. Divman is about. She takes you into the waiting room. A few moments pass.
No, I can't smoke in here. This is like a health place.
And then this person comes back. And
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't get your name.
you can just call me Frank.
It's lovely to meet you, Frank. I really like your face paint.
Oh, thank you. It's not noble. It's
It's just really pretty.
Thank you. Kind of stands a bit taller. Takes you through, all three of you, and you approach the hallway widens slightly. There is a writing desk outside, which you quickly assume is Frank's, and yeah, he opens the door. He knocks, opens the door, and you hear some mumbles like, that it's you. And he opens the door for you, and then takes a seat behind that table. And
thank you so much for getting me seen so soon. You're so sweet.
That's okay. He carries on awkwardly. Inside is very much like head teacher vibes.
Love it.
Glass cabinet full of books, and across from a big desk is an olive-skinned tiefling, and she has small brown horns, and she's wearing white and maroon robes that look very, very expensive, very clean cut. And on her coat is the quill of Mauru as a kind of embroidered symbol. I hear you are looking for help with infrastructure.
Yes, thank you so much. It's really lovely to meet you, Jax Zaithwaite Volanta.
Yes, shakes your hand.
Do you want to sit down? Do you want to sit down?
yeah.
How many chairs are there?
Yeah, there's plenty. So Marika sits down as well, but kind of off to the side and puts her kind of head down a bit as though she's not wanting to get in trouble.
That's so good. So I don't suppose you've heard the rumours of the sort of free clinic going on in the Maze Market over the last few weeks, months, possibly.
Yes. I am aware that there was someone supposedly giving out healthcare.
Yes, he seemed to have been doing such a fantastic job looking after, the working poor of the city. But let me be frank. I went to go first.
Frank's outside.
It's a Frank.
Oh man,
Let's hold yourself to Frank.
Very good. Sorry, that really got me. When I went to go and I was wandering around the Maze Market as I want to do, and I was speaking to the gentleman who runs that stall, and he'd mentioned that he was thinking of packing up shop. This was about a week ago, and he's not been back since I last went past the Maze Market. Obviously, I know it's a very busy place, but the one thing that it does concern me is that then there's no support, there's no healthcare for those who really relied on him. He was providing a very, very valuable service
I
to
see.
the people of Dalmori.
I'm afraid that we are not a charity. We are...
Now, I'm not suggesting that you act as a charity. I'm just suggesting that you act in a, frankly, very selfish branding exercise.
See?
Young Marika here is a long-standing friend of the family, and she's been telling me all about the great work that she's been doing, all of the studying that she's been doing. She seems to be having such a wonderful time here, but I was wondering, perhaps there was an opportunity to help those very, very junior members of the guild learn more practical skills.
Marika, your family is from Dustmere. And Marika's like, yes. You are also from Dustmere.
Yes.
And the family name?
Safeway Planter.
See if she knows it.
She technically doesn't. It's a new one.
Or just see if she knows either of them. Yes. Volanta I have heard of. A branding exercise mixed with training.
All right, look, fine. I wanted to come here, just feel normal. Fine. I feel really bad that there is now nobody out there in the maze market providing free healthcare to people who fucking need it. Yeah, all right, you're doing a fantastic job with the nobles. That's why the nobles come here. But now there's nobody giving them any, preventable diseases, injury. You can do a really great job. And also, it looks really nice if you're giving on-the-job training to very junior members of the guild. And it's community service. Think of the buzz you're going to get. Think of the funding that comes from it.
Roll a persuasion check.
Thank you. Please, can I have it with the fact? Because that's
yes,
solid
because Marika
9.
and Moxie are there.
Yeah, like they said, branding exercise.
The muscles.
I mean, that's still only a 14. I'm going to cry.
Okay, 14 total.
Yeah.
I appreciate your candidness. I'm afraid the guild, as I said, does not provide services for free, although I understand the angle you are coming from. Unfortunately, and she does have when she says this, she does have a kind of downcast sense about her. This is, unfortunately, the money this would require is the reason the sick people are easy targets for people like this person. And I say targets because I don't believe that his services were free.
Yeah, but they're a damn sight cheaper than actual cash money.
True. I would say...
I'm not talking spell casting, I'm not talking potions unless it's cast-offs. How much would it cost?
She looks down at her notes, starts looking at
Straight up past the notes on top.
No, she's starts flicking through books. She goes into a set of drawers and starts looking through those. This has been, fieldwork is something that we have considered and we do often, but usually it's in noble grounds. It'd be interesting to do it elsewhere. I would say at a very minimum of 25 gold per person. But maybe. If you have a business proposition, I would be willing to accept funding in exchange for our services, as well as free healthcare for certain people on the grounds of training. But I would require 25 gold per person.
Per person you're treating or per person out on field work?
Per person that we are treating.
Private healthcare.
So, yeah, that whole...
Please, take it away. And if you have a counter offer, I will be pleased to hear it soon, assuming that you are here as a representative of your family.
Yep. Definitely, 100%.
I have heard of the Volanta family. I've heard of the Yaldrin family. I know that you come from money, and I don't care where the money comes from. Some of our nobles are just as filthy.
You know nothing.
I know I don't say it, but like, excuse me.
On the word filthy, outside the window you see Eugene throw up in a bin.
No, the sweat. Yeah.
See, your treatment and the work that the genius do could stop that man from throwing up in a bush.
I have a sit down and I'm just catching my breath.
What would it take? What would that take? Someone to make sure that he's like eaten today and had some water. I'm not talking about.
I look very pale.
First,
Put his head between his knees.
roll a performance check.
Oh my God, you're cursed.
The dice do not want free healthcare for the city.
What was it?
It was a 6.
Okay. First line healthcare, maybe we can talk slightly cheaper, but I would need to hear some kind of business proposition. If we were to receive gold from an organisation or family such as yours, and we would be able to offer discounted services. I think I have been more than welcoming, but I must get on, I'm afraid.
So you are open to this conversation?
I'm open to a business conversation, but I will not be providing charity work.
This wouldn't be something that you could take yourself to the local government to secure funds for?
Maybe, if it was on the back of a deal that we'd made. But I won't be doing it without any groundwork, as it were. 25 gold a day, maybe less, for frontline medical treatment and supplying people with advice. That would be apprentices only. I can see value in that.
Significant value in that.
We will talk. Anyway, good day. I will speak to you soon when you have something else to offer.
Have a wonderful day.
Yes, you too. Frank, close the door, please. Okay. You didn't think it was going to be easy, did you?
I didn't think I was going to roll like trash.
That's good. Okay, so I would say...
I'm still sat outside as you both come out.
I'm just trying to think.
You okay, little buff?
So, Freya, you will have spent a day, the rest of the day in the university, I guess. Mm-hmm. And you'll get that payoff in 2 or 3 days for the first chunk of info. Just thinking what we can do. We can wrap up.
Level up.
Yes, actually. So you guys will, yeah. Yes. Let's do.
Everyone.
No, I think because we haven't got, unless anyone else has anything to do first day.
No, the whispered word stuff. When would be the best time to?
I would say
that in?
Definitely after a long rest.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, cool. I think
I
you
would
know
introduce everyone to Cornelius.
Physicians Guild would have taken out that afternoon.
Physicians Guild was day 2.
Oh right, yes, because you went there.
Because I went to the.
Actually, let's do the whispered word then. So you would have gone, assuming that you were okay, going straight after, I guess Bath and stuff. Okay, let's do that.
Do we have time? Do we have time for that? To do that?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, I give her 50 gold to go and buy me a seal crafter's kit while she's there.
Okay.
That's where I have to get them, right?
Yes, you
Thank
do
you.
indeed. Okay, so the whispered word. Where are we? Here we are. So you make your way into the. So this is back in time a little bit, but you make your way into the guild garden, and you see a corkscrew-like spire of a building made of dark stone, and it's been tiled in these asymmetrical white triangles. It's a very odd building, and as you enter through the front door, which is this kind of strange, kind of oblong door, you see there are these very high vaulted ceilings. There are no like struts or beams. It's just very bare minimal in its layout. There are windows which make up the entire side of the building. Those triangles are actually kind of some kind of one-way glass, and within there are these glass cases of drawings, things that look like they could be artifacts or antiques, and you see that it's a much closed off space compared to, say, the Alchemy Guild that we were talking about. wood-panelled walls as you move through into one of the front rooms, and you see someone at a front desk, and it's actually clearly not a receptionist or someone that works the table, but an elf who is stunning, amber skin, but she appears by no means delicate. She has a very hardy manner, a kind of clean hardness about her that is only softened when she looks up and kind of smiles at you with this kind demeanour. But you can see her hands are very calloused, where the quill might rest on her finger. And she's wearing long black robes with a shirt collar. And you can tell everything about her is very measured, her movement's very precise. Hello there.
Yeah, hi there. I was wondering if you could help me. Or direct me to who could help me.
Yes, it depends what you're after.
So my name is Maxi. I've been training with my master. He's taught me everything that he knows, and I want to take it further.
Wonderful. What school are you being taught in?
So he's a master of abjuration.
And
Sure.
he teaches you abjuration?
Yes.
Roll a deception check.
Absolute bullshit. Okay.
15 plus 20.
Very nice. Well, I would be happy to help you where I can. Your name is Moxie.
Moxie, yes.
I see. I recognise the name. I'm not sure where from. Well,
That's alarming.
That's very alarming.
I recognise your face. It's not your name. You were in the fray. In the guild garden.
Oh, yes, I was, yeah.
No, I was seeking out people within the fight, using a what would you call it? A kind of like a scrying spell, and I saw you in there among a lot of people. Please, forgive me. I'm not in the right office. And she stands. Let us go into my office. And she walks through into the main entrance, and she takes you through. And as you move through, there's lots of people kind of moving out of the way. And she takes you through into under an archway of black stone into this vast room that's been carved from obsidian as though you're standing within a teardrop. The walls are like bare kind of napped hollows shaped like flint, and there's this long velvet sofa. There's a flameless fire pit that emits a kind of crackling warmth, and there's a desk that's obscured by stacks of books that are not messy, but there's just so many of them. I am Meredith Valant, Associate Guildmaster. I am from Sahira. That is not the same as the... So the head of the guild in, say, Delnori or in Dustmere would be the Arch. So you wouldn't know what they would be called, but they'd be called the Arch Alchemist, the Arch whatever.
And so was it Meredith?
She said her name is Meredith Valant.
Oh, another Meredith.
Yeah.
Charlie only knows a handful of women's names.
And she's Associate Guildmaster.
In Sahira.
That's what she called herself, yes.
Which guild?
The Whispered Word. Well, it is a pleasure to see you in the flesh. I noticed you were casting some curious spells. Tell me about them. She leans back.
This should be fun.
My sister's gonna die and I wouldn't even know.
Yeah, no, this is scary.
Roll. You're from the Empire, actually. So roll a quick history check.
We didn't die.
That's you partial by death.
History, where are you? 19.
Okay. So you are pretty well aware that the most senior members of the guild, other than someone called the Speaker, are the guild masters. And she's calling herself an associate guild master. So you're not quite sure what that means. But she would outrank anyone that you ever met in the guilds.
Except for you, Jude.
It was a very combat sort of focused time. So yeah, no, I did some. I blew up some people.
Oh my god!
Quite.
And I made got Ansel here. He got involved as well. He could he breathed some fire on some stuff.
You're familiar.
Yes.
Charming. Well, what about this creature that you fought? What do you think about that?
I mean, it was horrifying.
Yes. Do you know what it was?
The guy that he said,
Sever jail.
yeah, he said sever jail. That doesn't really mean much to me, but that's what he called it.
Well, now that is something I did not know. The creature itself is a dweller from the Burrowings, but a sever jail. Now, I knew that our conversation would be interesting, but that is a key piece of evidence, a key piece of knowledge that I was not aware that sever jails were in use.
What are they?
Oh,
You seem to know quite a bit about them.
Well, it is very much in my remit. They are what we would class as sealcraft, an item imbued with intent using sealing magic. And their function is relatively simple. They cut away and lock in place a piece from a dimension and contain what is ever within it. And in this case, it was that dweller. This might be too much of an ask, but do you have any idea what kind of dimension or extraplanar activity these Lotus people are involved with?
Yeah.
Good luck.
We haven't taken a bow.
Thank goodness you're the muscle.
Yeah, we haven't taken a bow by that for a little bit.
Fireball.
Run!
It's cost fire.
Are you making it clear to her that you might know more than you're laying on?
From when she said touch Lotus, like my eyes do, like
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No,
Okay, let's see if she notices.
Well, so you know the touch Lotus then.
Yes, they were responsible for the raid on the Artificers Guild.
Okay, I didn't know that was public knowledge.
It's not.
I love this one.
So yeah, no, we had some dealings with them. We were not fans of their work.
See, what does that mean?
Don't get trapped by the pretty lady.
They attacked those
Didn't
people.
actually go to the Pacific Guild.
Yes.
So it's obvious. So like they're obviously bad people,
And what of this extraplanar activity that they are getting involved with?
Just pretend you know.
I've suddenly got evidence.
I mean, I suppose it's dangerous. I suppose. I mean, if they're unleashing creatures and attacking people with them, it's obviously dangerous.
So you believe that it is simply work of the Burrowings rather than a complete plane of existence they're interested in. The dwellers are from the Burrowings, after all.
Yes, I believe. Well, I mean, I believe that they had some interest wherever the Burrowings led. Yeah.
I won't say roll a deception check because that's kind of half true. This is true. Okay. Well, I'm sure that there are things that you're not telling me, but I understand why. I won't press you, but what would you be willing to tell me about what you know about the Touch Lotus in exchange for advice on your progressing of your spell work?
I mean, I'm looking to create new spells.
Wonderful.
Yes, mainly for storage, I suppose.
Okay, slightly less similar to a Sevajay? Or are you talking traditional spellwork or modern spellwork, should I say, rather than Sevajay and old magics like sealwork?
Yeah, no, more modern stuff. Yeah.
Okay, yes. Well, I can definitely help with that.
Yeah, great. Yeah. I mean, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, do you know who they were being employed by?
Why don't you just tell me everything you're willing to about the Touch Lotus?
So the Touch Lotus, they were being employed by a man named Dolan Chrysophane.
Interesting.
And he was one that was pulling the strings, as it were. And so if you have any questions for him, he would probably be the one that you would want to speak to. His name, do you know the Dolan Chrysophane, or?
I do. You said were employed. What's happening?
Those redundancies.
They just changed jobs.
What has happened to Dolan?
Okay, you've got me on the web. It would seem.
Have I?
Yes. Yeah, no, he's no more.
Oh, fuck's sake. No more.
And that means what exactly?
He perished.
He had an accident.
There was a river.
So he had an accident involving his work with the borrowings.
Being stabbed.
I see. I will not ask you.
Deception check.
No, she knows. She knows.
You've said enough.
He had an accident with a kraken.
I had an accident with my knife.
Say no more. I don't want to know. But what I do want to know is his work finished?
We believe so.
And where was that located exactly?
It was within the city.
She looks at you.
We're not going
Okay.
to judge you.
Down underground.
Okay. What is your group's names and where can I find you?
Oh my god.
You should have gone with Cupcake. You should have used pirate nicknames.
I mean, she's been scrying on us the whole time by the looks of it. What are we going by now these days? If we
The professional scouts.
I mean, we go by.
Oh no, don't do it. Don't do it to this hot woman.
They're very embarrassed. We're the professional scallywags.
I see. I think that you've done yourselves rather harshly with that name.
Rude.
This is far more than... Well,
Scallywaggery.
mischievous anyway. Well, that was very interesting and very revealing. I would like to help you. What exactly are you after?
You are so arrested.
So, I mean, yeah, I want to learn how to store things. I want to create things that can store things.
A simple spell like a magic item such as a bag of holding.
I want something a bit more specific.
Okay.
That would be good too.
But yeah, please.
You could
What
study
kind
it.
of specific?
I mean, I know that necromancy is forbidden, don't I? Yeah.
You know it's definitely frowned upon in Isildia. You don't really know much
You don't
about...
know her opinions on it though.
Yeah.
She goes across the room and closes her door completely.
You did that with the door open.
I went that harsh. Like it was a jar. It was a jar. Like and it was open a
I got
crack.
in there, thank you.
She closes it properly. You see her make a gesture with her hand, and there's a shimmer over the door handle.
How much have you seen of my
I've seen
Magics.
enough, Moxie. I would like I would like you to be honest with me about your spell work. I will not dig any more into your group's dealings. I was aware of you as a group, but I didn't quite realise how deep things went. And I think that so far the outcome is favourable. Tell me about this spell that you wish to create. Why not simply find one that exists?
So from that I gather that she's seen me do necromancy.
You believe so?
Yeah. So I don't know if you're aware, but I wasn't entirely truthful with my school of magic.
No.
Yeah, no, my uncle, he always said I took more after the more taboo schools, your illusion.
Like enchantment.
your illusion, your enchantments, or your necromancy.
Yes.
So, I had my first real dip into necromantic magics.
Yes.
And I created some undeath.
And how did that make you feel?
We created it.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was interesting to be in such command control of something. But there was obviously had a huge amount of responsibility and respect had to be done with it.
Yes. She's sits on the desk closer to you, so she's not behind this massive slab of stone.
Cool teacher style.
I mean, death is a resource. I think much like iron or wood or something. Like it's if you have overexploited it, if you overuse the land, then that's obviously bad. But if you're responsible with it, then you can achieve all kinds of things.
Yes.
And that's what I think.
And just as a farmer would till a field and plant seeds, grow apple trees or pick fruit, would they ever transmute themselves into a tree? No, of course not. That would be folly. And I think that what you say is open-minded, which is what our guild is all about. Although we do not allow necromancy to be happening within these walls. Resource is central to everything we do. We hold stock in not just spell work, but in artifacts, artifacts like the one that you hold, things that are created not by logic, not by disquisition, things that are created because they simply must exist, because they're founded in a power that is overflowing. The world is complicated, and yes, I'm waffling now. This spell, what is it that you wish to create?
So, I would like some way of storing potential targets for my necromancy, because obviously I can't go walking around with skeletons down the street. That's gonna raise some questions.
Responsibility is good when it comes to necromancy. Core, otherwise, well, people like myself would be after you. Well, I would suggest it's a complex spell. Possibly, it is definitely a rare type of spell. In terms of its cost, its effort involved. Do you have any idea?
So I'd like it to be a ring. So I'd like it to be something like carryable, so like a bag of holding, but more specific.
Okay, a ring. I would say up to 10 weeks' work. If you were to create this on your own, around between 1,500 and 2,000 gold to create and learn. And she looks at you. That is a lot of money.
Yes.
I will not be paying for you. However, I can say, have you got any initial work that I can look at? Spell work?
Or like my...
Well, I mean, if you have you made inroads? Have you made notes? Have you done anything to begin the creation of this spell?
I mean, not only like my own musings. Don't think I really would have. But yeah, no, like I don't think I really have had any time to put.
Okay, well, let me see your spell book.
Yeah, they're very.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, yeah, okay, but yeah, I want it back, obviously.
Of course. She takes it, opens it, just flicks through.
Which one do I give?
Oh, you have what's his names?
She's just got a spell.
No, I've got a spare. Yeah. Fuck, did you say I have my actual one? Yeah.
Okay.
Don't make that.
Puts it on the table by her. The logic of your spell work is sound. The time needed, the 10 weeks, is in cultivating the shape and then the power of that spell and holding it before you scribe it. It is possible to shortcut this, at least by half, for a spell of this power. This is generally done by shunting the spell work with an analogous power of the same flux, and in this case, undeath. She flicks through. I would suggest the help of an alchemist in harvesting an essence from an undead creature. When they live in undeath for long enough, the silent harmonics, their echoes, accrete around the core of their physical being. This core is what you must seek. It's called a rot pearl, and it will be buried within the creature. And with that harvested, I would suggest using it as an ink or some part of the end result of writing the spell, and it'll imbue your spell work with the collective power you need, and it'll help close the links and complete the spell. It may take only 5 weeks, where it would have taken 10, and the rest of the components are more likely to be around 1,000 gold, maybe 500. I think that's probably it. She closes your book and gives it back.
Yeah, thank you. That's very helpful.
Okay. Well, I will look forward to seeing you progress.
Thank you. I guess you'll be watching us all from...
Well, I don't like to, but probably here and there.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
If you're here, I will be here another handful of days, and then I'll be travelling back to the capital. Good luck.
Thank you.
She closes the door as you leave from where she sat, and a few eyes look at you as you walk out. Okay, and that is where we'll end today's session. Thanks for joining us. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram and listen to us wherever you get your podcasts.